And welcome to the Kanc Connection. We are excited to be back on campus and starting a new season of broadcasts. My name is Jillian, and thank you for joining us. Our first story today is the recent passing of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Kanc Connection reporters Olivia Drapo and I have created a segment to pay tribute to RBG. Let's take a look.
September 18th, 2 weeks ago today, marks the passing of one of the most influential U.S. Supreme Court justices that ever sat. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was appointed in 1993, only the second woman ever to hold that position. She is most well known for fighting for women's rights, and we have her to thank for many of our most basic privileges. Ginsburg fought so that our women could consent to their own medical treatment. We can have our own name on our credit cards and can have our own credit history without being co-signed by a man. U.S. women can lease an apartment or buy property under their own name. Women are able to participate in school sports because of her. Without her, same-sex couples could not legally marry, or equal pay for equal work would not be guaranteed. You will be missed, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Rest in power.
Truly an inspiration. For the next several weeks, we will be showcasing what our students read over the summer. Please enjoy our first book talk segment featuring myself and Emma McNamara. Welcome to Hats Off to Learning. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Emma.
And we can head on over to that summarization.
The book I read over the summer is The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft. Originally written in 1926, this existential horror novel became an instant classic. We follow our protagonist, Francis Wayland Thurston, as he attempts to track down the globe-spanning cult supposedly responsible for the death of his uncle. Through this uncle's papers, we discover one, Henry Anthony Wilcox, who has been dreaming of a creepy city with mysterious chanting. We discover this chanting is about an idol of a swamp-dwelling murder cult, and as the book goes on, we discover this cult might be more fact than fiction. Due to the time when this book came out, it's obvious that the author would have some misguided views about race and class, but even for his time, he was known to be horribly racist. It makes the book a bit hard to read even. You can see even by the first few pages he's villainizing black people, and as the book goes on, he does it to even more races. It's kind of disgusting. He really disliked anyone that wasn't purebred English.
The book Molokai by Alan Brennett follows the story of a 6-year-old Hawaiian girl who contracts the disease called leprosy. People with leprosy, or lepers as they called them, would develop large patches on their skin as well as numbness. People of Pacific Islander descent were more likely to contract the disease. A cultural connection to this book is that in the Hawaiian religion, contracting leprosy was seen as a sign from the gods that you or your family had sinned. Shame was put upon the leper's family, and the disease was as much a psychological battle as a physical one. Thank you for learning with us.
And don't let the Hatters get you down.
Those books sound interesting to you? Feel free to check them out at the library. Tourism is a huge part of our economy here in New Hampshire, particularly in the White Mountains. However, not everyone who visits here is prepared for the environment. Sadly, last week 3 people died as a result to hiking and rock climbing incidents. According to WMUR News 9, 2 of the people who passed recently lacked the proper equipment necessary for their outdoor activities. Fish and Game Lieutenant Adam Cheney stated that they have seen a rise in hikers and climbers needing to be rescued. Bringing the proper tools and wearing the correct clothing makes for an enjoyable and safe outing. For more information, visit www.wildlife.state.nh.gov. If you are searching for an indoor event where you can stay safe and have fun over the Columbus Day weekend, well, Jean's Playhouse has something for you. On Saturday, October 10th at 7:30 p.m., comedian Greg Bogus will bring another team of comics with him for another show at the Playhouse. If live music is more your thing, then on Sunday, October 11th, the tribute band Beatles for Sale will also be performing at 7:30. The staff at Jean's are taking every precaution given to them by the state of New Hampshire and the Center for Disease Control. As they result, they have a limited guest capacity, so make sure you get your tickets ahead of time. Remember, your mask, and more importantly, have fun. For tickets, visit www.jeansplayhouse.com.
Welcome to What Went Down in the World This Week, with me, Shanna Drapo. First, here's our COVID-19 update. Many companies have reached phase 3 of vaccine testing, meaning they are beginning to test the vaccine on large groups of people in a variety of countries around the world. These companies are hoping to have a vaccine ready by the end of this year. This morning, it was released that President Donald Trump and the First Lady, Melania Trump, tested positive for COVID-19. According to the CDC, as of this morning, there are currently 34.2 million cases worldwide, with 1.02 million deaths. There are 7.31 million cases in the U.S., with 208,000 deaths, and 8,317 cases in New Hampshire, with 441 deaths. Now, on to some different news. Many kids throughout the United States have been stressing over what is happening to the social media app called TikTok. There have been multiple warnings that the app will be banned from the country. Donald Trump has been trying to ban this Chinese-run social media app, as well as WeChat and Huawei, both of which were also created in China. The apps are believed by the president to be connected to Chinese government and a threat to personal security. This has made many people, specifically teenagers, very nervous and angry about what will happen to this app that brings entertainment and joy and allows for so much creativity. Luckily, for now, Trump's push to ban this app has been temporarily suspended by Judge Laurel Beeler of the United States District Court for the Northern District of California. And now for some good news. In Tennessee, a group of high school students led by Ben Beard and Ty Anderson collected over 10,000 mask donations to share with those in need. The students worked with nonprofit organization Mask Now TN, whose goal is to distribute masks to essential workers and others who cannot afford to buy their own. Working with Mask Now TN, the Tennessee students advertised for their project and set up donations around their community. The students running the project also collected monetary donations to purchase masks and were able to reach their goal of 10,000 masks within 3 weeks of starting their project. And that's what went down in the world this week. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and stay safe.
After a short commercial break, stay tuned to watch Emma McNamara talk about some Greek myths. Olivia Drapo will be updating us on Lin-Wood sports. All that and more on the Kanc Connection.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for 75 years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like, if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
For being a small school, we have a large variety of clubs to become a part of. Due to COVID-19, a few clubs are still unsure whether they will meet this year or not. But here are some that have already begun and that you should consider joining.
Morning, everyone. I'm Heather Krill, and I am the book club advisor these last several years.
Shanna Drapo, I'm a sophomore. This will be my second year in the book club.
So the club's evolved over the years. It started out as a group of high school students, small, like maybe 4 students, who just wanted to get together at lunchtime in advisory to discuss the same book.
Last year we didn't have very many members, so I'm hoping there will be more people to share our love of books and reading.
We'll be meeting socially distanced during lunchtime in my classroom.
If you're interested in joining, I think it's a good way to connect with a variety of different students, and it's a good way to be open to reading more books and that you might not normally pick out.
We actually just picked our date for this year. Our first meeting will be Thursday, September 24th, and we're going to choose some books to read.
My My name is Sienna Mack. I've been in Yalta for 4 years and I'm a regional member. So the club meets usually Tuesdays. Sometimes it's going to be during lunch or advisory, that is subject to change, but talk to Carly about upcoming meetings and where they are. As a club, we focus on drug and alcohol abuse prevention and leadership through, do it through games like outdoor activities, but we also do them inside. You can contact me, Sydney Pickering, Silas Whedon, Andrew Wilson for any contact, or Jacob Morris on upcoming meetings or events.
My name is Jillian Clark. I've been a part of Interact for the last 7 years, and I am the current president. Our club meets every other Tuesday at 7 o'clock a.m. We meet at the picnic tables by the basketball court. Interact is a junior Rotary club that focuses on local, community, and international service projects. Stay tuned for upcoming Interact events. I will now turn the camera to Emma, who will be teaching us about some Greek mythology.
Welcome back to It's All Greek to Me. I'm Emma, and the myth we have today is the tale of Narcissus and Echo. Here are the characters we need to know. The first person we have to worry about is Narcissus, the classical self-obsessed jerk. He fell in love with himself and lost all interest in the outside world. The evidence does say he was a major cutie, though. And then we have Echo, the mountain nymph who had lost the ability to speak properly because Hera caught her covering for Zeus, who was once again, unsurprisingly, cheating on Hera. So the story starts like a lot of stories do, with a character falling madly and irrationally in love with someone on the simple premise, hey, they're kinda hot. In this case, it was Echo. She stumbled upon Narcissus being a narcissist as per usual, staring at his own reflection. Echo logically decided that she just must confess her love to this man who she had just met. And here's where it gets fun. Echo could only mirror things that she had just heard or, echo them. In most cases, this would make this whole love confession ordeal way more difficult. But this was not most cases. Echo just had to watch Narcissus for about 45 seconds before he started on. This man was sitting in the woods complimenting himself. Oh, Narcissus, if you aren't the most beautiful person Greece has ever seen, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Shortly thereafter, Echo confessed her love to Narcissus with his own fragmented words. And he just didn't care. He thought he was too pretty for her. So Echo, heartbroken, faded away into only her voice, left to float around through the world, echoing other people forever. And then Narcissus looked at his own reflection, decided that would be his new lover, and stared at himself for so long that he died and turned into a flower.
You, Emma. Now on to Yay Sports with Olivia Drapo.
Hi, I'm Olivia Drapo. Welcome to Yay Sports. This past week, we have had many exciting sports events. On Monday, the middle school soccer teams traveled to Gorham. The girls lost 1-2 and the boys lost 1-3. Additionally, on Monday, the girls varsity soccer team faced Newfound at home. The 2 goals of the game were scored by Sally Savage and Destiny Sauls. Seven Fitzgerald had several great saves, preventing Newfound from scoring and getting Lin-Wood the 2-0 win. This past Wednesday, Lin-Wood hosted a cross-country race for the first time on the school campus. Beretta Robertson and Anna Harvey had personal records. On Thursday, the varsity soccer teams hosted Profile. The girls lost 0-4 and the boys lost 0-1 in an exciting game that went to double overtime. Tonight, the middle school soccer teams will be heading to Haverhill. The girls will be playing at 3 o'clock and the boys will be playing at 4:30. Tomorrow, the boys varsity soccer team will be playing at Newfound at 11 o'clock. Next Monday, the varsity soccer team will be hosting Littleton. The boys will be playing at 3 and the girls will be playing at 4:30. Then on Tuesday, the middle school teams will host Gorham. Both games will be at 4 o'clock. The girls will play on the front field while the boys play on the back field. On Wednesday, the cross-country team will be traveling to Ski Hearth Farm in Sugar Hill for a race against Profile at 4 o'clock. On Thursday, the varsity soccer teams will be playing at Lisbon. The boys will be playing at 3 and the girls will be playing at 4:30. Be sure to support our soccer teams and our sports and our cross-country team and attend as many of these upcoming events as you can.
Thanks, Olivia, and great job to all of our student athletes this week. I would like to thank you for joining us today on the Kanc Connection. If you have any feedback or news you would like us to cover, please reach out by emailing us at tv.lin-wood.org. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.